And off we go again. So, I'm just driving down the road here and there's this old guy walking down the middle of the road. I mean, literally walking down the middle of the road, holding what appears to be a set of ski poles, and he's marching up the road. He's doing huge strides. The only trouble is that he's holding all of the traffic up behind him. There's a bus and 7 cars, and they're all driving at a snail's pace because the road that I've gone down is just so narrow. He's totally oblivious to it. Good God. What a way to start Thursday morning. So as I explained yesterday in the post that I did, the vlog, I had said to you that I would get back to you about the TV miniseries that was made last year in connection with The Conjuring 2, and I wasn't sure exactly what I couldn't remember the full title of it off the top of my head, which is unusual for me. But it's called The Enfield Haunting, and if you go to the vlog, the last post that I did, I've stuck a link for the trailer for it. I did try and have a little search during the spare time that I had yesterday on my iPhone. But to be honest with you, sometimes I tend to think there are certain things that you can get up on your iPhone and certain things that you can get probably more up on your laptop or your home PC than you can on your iPhone. I don't know why that is, but there are certain videos that will come up and others that won't. God only knows. But anyway, the link's there for you to have a look at the trailer. If you want, if you can get a hold of it, if you can find it on YouTube or on one of these download sites, then get it and have a little look at it. I think, if I remember correctly, it was 2 parts, a 2-part mini-series, or was it 3? Anyway, it was a couple, and it was very impressive, and I'm really looking forward to see what James Wan can pull out the bag. See, part of the problem is that you get a lot of films where the events are actually based in Britain, and this is nothing against the Americans, because I'm a big fan of American films, and I like America. I would love to be able to visit, and I will visit America one day. But there are some American directors who feel the need to cast American actors in every single film that they make, when a story predominantly surrounds the south of England, then you're gonna want somebody who can pull off a Cockney accent or a Southern accent, and you don't want somebody with a South Alabama accent. I mean, there's already been one instance of the Americans doing a really, really, really bad job, and it's absolutely bloody horrific, and it's to do with my native Geordies. There was an episode of Castle, I think it was called, TV series called Castle, and in this episode they had a key witness to a murder or something, and this guy was supposed to have been a Geordie, and they had enlisted a translator to understand this Geordie. Now, I know there are some broad Geordies out there who are broad, and There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. It's easy if you come from Newcastle or the northeast, and then you kind of know exactly what they're saying. But I suppose for people who aren't from the northeast, it can be a bit difficult. But anyway, this guy is a witness to a crime, and they bring this translator or interpreter in because he's from Newcastle. When the two cops start to question this guy, and this guy replies to them, it's just not Geordie. It's not Geordie at all. In this, honestly, it's just not Geordie. It's the worst interpretation of Geordie I have ever come across. Now, I'm not sure whether that's a Mickey take. It's the Geordies themselves, but it's just a really, really bad rendition of a Geordie accent. I mean, it's just horrendous. The nearest I can kind of liken it to is probably Brad Pitt off Snatch playing the pikey. It's not Irish, it's not Irish, it's not English, it's pikey. That's what Jason Statham's character says in Snatch about his accent. And that's what this guy who's playing this role is just absolutely horrendous. I mean, fair enough. I mean, if he lives across the pond, then he's not going to give two hoots what anybody else thinks about it. But it's just absolutely painful to watch and listen to. It really is. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to stick a link in the description below, and you can have a little click on it. For those of you who are Geordies, I'm going to apologise in advance because I'm a Geordie myself, and it's painful, but it's funny to watch. It's so funny. For those of you who aren't Geordies, I don't know, maybe you think it sounds correct. I really don't know, but I'll stick the link in the description below, and you can have a little look when you got 5 minutes. Going to university, gonna get me an education. Going to university, gonna get me an education. Maybe, hopefully, with any luck. So for those of you out there who are fans of the Avengers, X-Men, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, there is an event happening in the Lancastrian Suite, just opposite the Metro Centre in Gateshead, the northeast of England, on the 26th of June. It's an event called Metro Unleashed, and it's very much a Comic-Con style event. There will be lots of different events happening there, along with lots of famous faces making an appearance. David Prowse. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, I do apologise. David Prowse, for those of you who aren't sure who he is, and if you don't know who he is, then I'm quite surprised at that, but never mind. He's the guy who played the original Darth Vader in the Star Wars trilogy. He will be making an appearance. The female actress who played the green-skinned slave girl of the villain Jabba the Hutt in Return of the Jedi, she will also be making an appearance there as well. There will be a whole host of other different things going on, different activities and different famous faces who will be there for this event. Okay, now like I say, it's on the 26th of June. Tickets for adults are £5. Children below up to the age of 12, I think it's £2, and anybody under the age of 5, I believe, gets in free. Okay, now the guys who've arranged this event do have a strict one child per one adult policy in place. I I think this is because they got inundated last year with lots of children. So please be aware that if you have multiple children and there are just 2 adults and you have 3 children, you may end up having to pay for one of those children to enter. So please, if you know anybody or you have friends who are adults who are prepared to act as a guardian for one of your children while they're there visiting the event and take responsibility for them, then take them along. I will also be making an appearance there. I have my tickets. I will take my 2 boys and along with a couple of family members. So if you happen to come across me and you happen to see me and you want to just come along and say hello, please feel free to do so. I really would like to. I would really like to meet you. Okay, don't be frightened to stop me and and have a little chat. Okay, not a problem at all. Honestly, I really would like to get to know and meet you all. If however you don't feel comfortable approaching me, then that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Just get along and you enjoy yourselves and have a good time. But if you're there and you want to come and have a little chat and speak to me, then that's absolutely fine with me. Not a problem at all. And what I will do is, for those of you who are interested in buying tickets, who haven't got tickets yet, I will pop a little link in the description below, and you can click on the link and it will take you directly to the website. The website is real, it is official, and I know this because I've used the website to purchase my own tickets, which hopefully should be on their way to me very soon. So for those of you who have ever wondered what it's like to be inside a lecture hall, here you go. It's empty at the minute, the rest of the class isn't here yet. Oh, here we go. Time for Costa. Yeah, 17 degrees. Not as hot as it has been, but still hot enough. That's just what we want. Just finished university today and I've gotten in through the front door and my Metro Unleashed tickets have arrived. I can't wait. It would appear that I have a new front passenger. Don't mind though. They know how to buckle up safely. So most of you who know me will know that I enjoy the Wychwood Brewery beers. Their range is absolutely fantastic. So I've actually grabbed myself a selection of a few different beers today. But I had to get one of these. I wanted to try something different just for a change, but the beers are just absolutely fantastic from this brewery. So I picked up a Hobgoblin, a Tanglefoot, a First Call, and Bishop's Finger. Make of that what you will.